Hello, and welcome to my Warriors and More 45-minute Vinyasa flow. This is a slightly faster-paced practice and assumes that you have done some version of yoga before. This class will visit most warrior poses: Warrior 1, 2, 3, Humble Warrior, and Reverse Warrior, as well as moving through some seated poses and backbending. Before we begin, make sure you have any yoga props that you may need nearby that you would like to use: a block, a strap, or a towel. As we go through, you'll notice I lead through the breath. I'll say to inhale on certain movements and exhale on others. Be mindful to follow your own breath and don't worry about matching up exactly with me. As we go through, if you're not feeling a vinyasa, skip it. Instead, stay in downward facing dog or child's pose. Also, child's pose is always there for you. Move into it whenever you need a break. If you have any bad pain during practice, listen to your body's signals. Maybe your body isn't ready for that today. Instead, move into child's pose or skip to the next posture. Without further ado, let's begin our practice. Find your way to a seated position. You can sit on a block or a pillow if you'd like. Let your hands rest either on your thighs or stack them in your lap, whatever feels best for your body. Let your eyes close and start to focus in on your breath. Allow each breath to flow naturally through your nose without adjusting it, and be the observer of your breath. Gently bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. Allow your hands to feel the rise and fall of each breath. Feel the expansion of the ribs and the belly as you breathe. Bring your bottom hand now to your back. It doesn't matter if the palm is up or down, but spread the fingers so you can feel as much as possible on your back. Feel the expansion of the breath now coming into your back and your front, so the breath feels even more expansive. Now bring your hands to your waist, thumbs in the back, fingers in the front, and feel your breath expand in your side space and to the diagonals. Now gently bring the hands back to your thighs or stack them in your lap, and continue to feel the expansion of each breath. Notice how your breath may have changed after having your hands there and feeling the breath with the hands. When your mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breath. Gently blink open your eyes and move your hands onto your knees. On your next inhale, lift the heart and the eyes, giving a nice arch to the back. And then exhale, curl the spine, chin to the chest, rock the pelvis forward. Inhale, lifting the heart and the eyes. Exhale, curl, chin towards the chest. Inhale, lifting the heart and the eyes. Exhale, curl, chin to the chest. One more time through. Inhale, lifting the heart. Really fill up with air. And then exhale, curling the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, come up to a nice straight spine, arms come out to your side to a T. On your exhale, lean over to your left, stretching out the right side of the body. Let the bottom arm soften if it needs to. Inhale, coming back up to vertical, exhale over to the right. Keep both sit bones connected as we move through this flow. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, over to the left one more time. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, lean over to the second side. Inhale, come back up through center, taking a spinal twist from here. Turn to your right. So the left hand will come across to the opposite thigh, other hand comes behind you for support. Inhale, head to the front. Exhale, twist to the other side. Be mindful that you're sitting up straight here and that the chin is parallel to the ground. On your inhale, bring your eyes to the front. Exhale where you need to, and we'll move onto hands and knees from here. So if you were using any props, just gently place them to the side, out of your way. From hands and knees, we'll shift back right into downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal through the feet, wiggle around, do what you need to, or if you're just feeling stillness, feel free to stay still, just for a few breaths so the body can open up in downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift the head, shift forward towards plank, your push-up position. If you need to adjust your hands and feet, please do. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back towards your feet, lift the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let the hands flip over. We'll come to ragdoll for a few breaths here. You can also hold on to the elbows and slide your head through. Just allow your body to feel heavy and weighted. You can do little bounces with the legs or give a sway from side to side if that feels good for you. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Inhale, lift yourself halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, plant the hands down and walk forward to your plank position. On your exhale, bring down the knees, the chest, and the chin. Release the feet. Inhale, cobra, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Exhale, lower down. 2 more cobras. Inhale, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders, pressing the palms down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, coming up through cobra. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up through tabletop, hands and knees, and press back to child's pose. Child's pose can be taken one of 2 ways. Feel free to do either one, knees right under the chest, or you can open the knees up to the width of the mat, big toes touching underneath. Tap into that expansive breath that we practiced at the beginning and feel your ribs and your belly expanding against your thighs, but also feel that in your back space. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the eyes, walk forward to the top of your mat and lift to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, reverse swan dive, press through the legs, sweep the arms up overhead, fingertips touch, and then bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here and check in with your breath, check in with your body, your heart rate, and just observe. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana, let the head drop. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to your plank. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lifting the heart to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, the right leg comes up and back, 3-legged dog. Keep the foot active, flexing the ankle, and make sure your hips are even. Enjoy the stretch of that standing leg. Next, we'll take this into a twisted 3-legged dog. So the top knee bends and folds behind you and the hips stack, right hip over left. Feel free to roll the ankle around if you'd like. Inhale, straighten the legs, square off the hips, and come back to your downward facing dog. Moving to the other side, inhale the left leg up and back, keeping the hips square and letting that standing leg stretch out. Moving now into our twisted variation, lifting up that left hip so it stacks on top of the right. Bend the top knee and let the foot fall towards your sit bone. Press equally through both hands. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the head and walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. Lift the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, stepping back to your high lunge with the left foot. Gently lower down the back knee and come to your low lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. You can come to fingertips, or you can bring your hands all the way up to your thigh. On your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, small back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down. Your right hand will come out to your right side. As you exhale, sweep the left arm up and over to come into a side bend. Gently sweep the arms back down to the mat, tuck the back toe, come to high lunge, and then turn the back heel down and in. We'll come into warrior one. Walk or sweep the arms up by the ears. Make sure the front knee is tracking over the toes, and be mindful that the back is not arched. Keep the lower belly pulling up and in. And if you'd like to, the fingertips can touch or the arms can stay open, either way. Take a nice full inhale here, and then exhale, straighten the front leg, arms come down by your side. Inhale, sweeping back up to warrior one. Exhale, straighten the leg, arms come down. Exhale, bend the leg, arms come up. Exhale, straighten the leg, arms down. Inhale, coming up to warrior one, keep the legs here, interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, let the shoulder come down onto the thigh, head will drop, and arms come up and over. This gives a nice stretch for the shoulders, the legs, the hips, and the back. On your inhale, lift the body halfway up. Exhale, release the hands for lightning pose. Nice straight line from the crown of the head to the back heel. Bring your hands to your heart, and then move into warrior three, a balance on the front leg. Tap the back foot forward if you need to, or gently shift your weight without tapping. Maintain that straight line from the top of the head to the back foot. And you can play with the arms here if you'd like. You can leave them at your heart. You can bring them down by your sides, out as like an airplane, or up by your ears. But for now, bring your hands to your heart and then step back to warrior one. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to your plank and move through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Making our way now to the second side, let's take that left foot and step it forward between the hands, coming to high lunge first, and then gently lowering down the back knee. Be mindful of your alignment here on the front leg, and when you're ready, inhale, lift the head and the heart, and bring your hands to your thigh. Exhale, release down into the stretch. On your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, small back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down. We'll sweep into that side stretch. So the left hand comes out to your left side, right arm comes up and over. Keep the heart open and look up if it's comfortable for your neck. Go ahead and bring the hands back down to the mat. Tuck the back toe. We'll move into warrior one. High lunge first, then the back heel comes down and in. Inhale as you rise, bringing the arms up by the ears. Again, let the body settle into your warrior one. Take a nice full inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg, arms come down by your sides. Inhale, sweeping up to warrior one. Exhale, straighten the leg, arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweeping to warrior one. Exhale, straighten the leg, arms down. Inhale, sweep up to warrior one, leave the legs. Exhale, bring the hands behind, interlace with the opposite fingers on top. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. As you exhale, fold forward into humble warrior, shoulder onto the thigh, head drops, arms come up and over. On your next inhale, lift the head, bring the body up to lightning pose, only about halfway up. Hands extend by the sides, let the fingers go. From here, bring your hands to your heart and transfer into warrior 3, finding the balance on the front leg. Once you find the balance, the torso will tilt forward and the leg counterbalances. You can play with the arms here as we did on the other side if you'd like, bringing them down by your hips, out to the side like an airplane, or up by your ears, which will be the most challenging. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart and shift back to warrior 1 legs. Inhale, extend the arms up by your ears. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back and go through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. I'm going to take child's pose here. My knees are going to open and the big toes together, but you can do whichever variation feels good for you. We will stay here for quite a few breaths, so take the opportunity to do what you need to for yourself. On your next inhale, lift the head, and as you exhale, shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the head, walk or hop the feet forward to the top of the mat, coming to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold Uttanasana. Heel toe the feet together so the inner edges are touching. And inhale, come into chair pose, bend the knees, drop the sit bones, and sweep the arms up. On your exhale, bring the hands to your heart without changing the legs. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart, sink a little deeper. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, and fold forward, Uttanasana. Let the legs straighten and your head drops. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. We're going to repeat this. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands down. Go ahead and step back to plank and move through your vinyasa. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, twist that dog and bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Square off the hips. Exhale, thigh to the chest and step the foot through. We're coming into warrior 2. Flip the back heel down and in. Inhale as you rise up. And go ahead and take the opportunity to fix yourself, because I am. Make sure that your shoulders are over your hips and make sure your hair is out of your face, and then extend the arms out. Head rotates to the right. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms above. Exhale, bend that knee, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, rotate the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Make sure that front leg is still just as bent. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm crosses the thigh, other arm up and over. Inhale, warrior 2. Rotate the palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, coming back up. Last time, exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, coming through. We're going to move now into half moon balance, Ardha Chandrasana. So you can use a prop for this, a block or a book or something that's nice and sturdy. Bring it underneath your right shoulder. Bring your hand to the prop or to the floor. Keep the body stacked. So in this case, your right is underneath your left. The left leg extends, flexing the foot as if you're standing on it. Hand can be on the waist, or you can extend it up to the sky if you're feeling balanced. Keep the eyes looking down to help the balance, and if you really want a challenge, you can lift the arm up off whatever it's touching. Gently replace it back, bring your hand to your waist, soften the front knee as step back to warrior 2. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. This is a variation on humble warrior, so you're going to fold to the inside of that front leg. This is a little bit wider. You'll feel this in your hamstring slightly different than you did before. Inhale, lift the head, release the arms down, moving into lizard pose. You can use the block here or a pillow or a bolster to help support you if you need it. Square off the hips, come to low lunge. And what we're going to do here is outwardly rotate the front thigh. So I'm using my hand to help that. Don't worry about the foot. The foot should follow the knee so they're tracking in the same line. Inhale, lift the heart. You can stay lifted upwards if this is intense for you. If you want more of a stretch, you can come down onto your forearms on the block or down to the floor. For some people, only one elbow will reach, and if that's the case for you, no big deal. Breathe into it, embrace it, and allow the stretch to happen. Nice, steady breaths. On your inhale, bring yourself up onto your hands, tuck the back toe, and as you exhale, we're going to take a twist. So the right arm lifts up, open the chest, let the arm fall behind you. Really press into your legs to maintain that high lunge. Gently bring yourself back, both hands on the mat. Grunt your way back to your downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, shake your hips around, do what you need to do to help. And then we're going to go through our vinyasa. Forward to plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Now if you're in child's pose, we are going to move right to the next side. But I'm going to transition just so that my back is not to you. Yeah? Good. So now moving to the next side. Inhale the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, rotate the hips open. A nice twist in the lower body. Maybe it's deeper than before. Feel free to roll the ankle around if you'd like. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, thigh to the chest. Step it forward between the hands, and we'll come into warrior two. Inhale as you rise up. Do what you need to do to fix yourself. My hair is always in my face, so that's my adjustment. Arms come out to a T. Head rotates to the left. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms by the ears. Exhale, warrior two, pressing the arms down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, rotate the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, move to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale, warrior two, rotate the front palm. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, reverse warrior. Now we come into our beloved half moon balance. So shifting your weight forward onto that left foot, you can use a block or not underneath the left hand. Extend the right leg so it's coming straight out. We're looking for a 90-degree angle between both legs. The right side is stacked over the left, meaning both your hip and your shoulders. And if you want that little extra challenge, see if you can lift the left fingers up and reach them forward. Gently shifting back now to warrior two. Bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of that front leg. So we have our variation on humble warrior. The head does drop and the arms do come up over your shoulders. Nice full breaths. Inhale, lifting your head. Exhale, release the hands to the inside of the front foot and bring yourself into high lunge. So the back heel flips up and then gently lower down the knee for low lunge. Outwardly rotate that front thigh. And you can come up onto fingertips if you'd like, or onto a block. And if it's available to you, exhale, lower down onto your forearms or one elbow. Whatever happens, happens. Nice deep breaths. Let those hips open up. On your inhale, bring yourself back up onto your hands, tuck the back toe. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Grunting is okay. Pedal through the feet, and then shift forward to your plank. Move through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Right, so we're going to come into child's pose just for a few breaths here. Go ahead and slide forward, coming onto your belly, however it makes sense to you. And we'll come into Sphinx pose. So the elbows come right underneath the shoulders, so you have a nice 90-degree angle in the elbow. Arms are parallel, so make sure that the elbows are tight against the ribs. Keep the belly lifting up and in here, but the lower body is nice and relaxed. Reach back with your right hand and grab the outer edge of your right foot. Gently pull the heel towards your sit bone, being very mindful of your knee joint. And if you need to, if it's too intense, you can always lower down your head and your shoulders. Make sure that both hips are pressing down onto the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Let's switch to the other side. Bending up the left foot, reach back with the left hand. Gently pull the heel towards the sit bone, square off the shoulders and the hips, and if you need to, gently lower down the head. Gently release that foot and bring both arms now to your side, preparing for locust pose. Fingers, tips, and palms are pressing down. Inhale, lift up everything else, your head, your neck, your shoulders, your hamstrings, your feet, your toes. Just be mindful here that the chin doesn't stick out in front of you. Exhale, lower down the head to one side. Coming into round 2, we'll change the arms a little bit. Turn the palms to face your body, thumbs down. Inhale, lifting up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift those hamstrings, wiggle the toes and the fingers. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower down. For our third and final round, you can take the arms the same way if you'd like, or you can interlace the fingers behind your back. On your inhale, lift yourself up, coming into locust. Now you have another option here. If you practice bow pose and you have a healthy lower back and shoulders, feel free to grab onto the feet, press the feet into the hands, and lift upwards. But if those parts that I just mentioned aren't healthy right now, then don't worry about it, just stay in locust. And then exhale, lower down onto your belly. Bring your hands underneath your forehead for crocodile pose. Bend the legs at the knees and gently windshield wiper the legs from one side to the other. This helps to relieve the lower back and gives your quadricep muscles a little bit of a massage. Go ahead and extend the legs long underneath you, hands under the shoulders. Reverse push-up or come through tabletop to come to plank. Keep the belly nice and lifted. Head is long, don't let it drop. It becomes much heavier once you drop your head. Yeah, there I go. Keep that head up, but be mindful that the chin doesn't stick out either. On your exhale, go ahead and press back to downward facing dog. You can pedal through the feet, wiggle your hips around. Do whatever feels good for you right now in this moment. On your inhale, go ahead and lift the head, walk forward, have a seat, and we'll come into a nice straight-legged position. Preparing for Dandasana, staff pose. So here I'm going to show you a side view. You want to be mindful that your spine is not curved. If it is curved, sit on a block or a pillow and try to straighten out the pelvis. Once the pelvis is sitting correctly, you should feel your sit bones down into the ground. The arms come right by your hip bones. And you want to press into the arms, but not so much so that the elbows hyperextend. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, gently lower the chin. You should feel like your spine is so straight you're sitting against a wall. Feet are flexed, heels are pressing down into the mat. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, we'll move into Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. Now be careful here if you do have any lower back issues, herniated discs. Keep the spine straight. You don't need to fold forward. You can use a strap or a towel to help you reach your feet. Yeah, so here I go with the towel. Nice straight spine. The knees can bend if they have to. If you don't happen to have a towel nearby, no problem. Just hold on to whatever part of your legs you can reach. You do want to have a nice healthy stretch as to avoid any injuries here. On your inhale, gently release, bringing yourself up to vertical. Hands will come behind you about 6 to 8 inches, fingertips facing you. Reverse tabletop. Bring the feet in. Inhale as you lift your hips up. Try not to let your head drop behind you. Instead, have a nice long neck or even tuck the chin into the chest. If you know the other variation of this, you're welcome to do that, which is straight legs extended. Heels press down, feet point, hips lift up. This is a little more challenging, but feel free to try things. It's the only way we know if we can do them or not. Exhale, gently lower down. Roll the shoulders out. You can shake your arms and your legs out. And we'll come now to Baddha Konasana, better known as butterfly pose. Bottoms of the feet together. Slide your thumbs underneath the balls of the feet. Fingers go along the pinky edges of the feet. Open the feet up like a book. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, open the elbows and start to hinge forward. So we're looking for a straight spine here. We're not looking to curve forward. This is good for all my friends out there with lower back issues. You can open up the hips without affecting your lower back. Inhale, come back up to vertical. Exhale, gently close the legs. Give a little rock from side to side. And we'll move into half Lord of the Fish. Take your left leg underneath and your right leg on top. If you have any knee issues here, you can take the bottom leg and extend it out in front of you. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up by your ear. Exhale, twist. Hug or tuck the elbow around your thigh. Be mindful here of your head position. Try to keep the chin parallel to the ground and then rotate it all the way to the right. Nice steady breath. On your next inhale, bring the eyes to the front. Exhale, gently release the twist. Moving into double pigeon here. So one leg is going to stack over the other. Make sure the top ankle really crosses over. And if this bottom knee is still bothering you, you can extend it out in front of you and then bend that knee and bring the heel towards your sit bone. To intensify, you'll move your hips forward towards the heel. If you don't need this modification and you're in double pigeon, this is what I will show. So the shin bones are one on top of each other. If you can manage it, feet are flexed. Sit up nice and tall. I like to use my Spider-Man hands here, and you can walk forward if it's available to you. But if when you're sitting up nice and straight, this is an intense stretch for you, then stay upright. You don't win any awards for folding forward and then injuring yourself. Very gently come back up to vertical. Release those legs. Bring them about the width of the mat apart, hands behind you, and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Let's make our way into half Lord of the Fish on the other side. So this time the right leg is underneath, the left leg is on top, or just do the second side. Again, you can straighten out that bottom leg if your knee is unhappy. Otherwise, let's bring the right arm behind, inhale the left arm up, and twist. Keep your breath nice and steady in the twist. Inhale, bring your eyes to the front. Exhale, gently release the twist, and we move into double pigeon on the next side. So same rules apply here. If you need to straighten out the bottom leg, please do. Make sure both feet are flexed if you're in double pigeon. Shin bones stacked right on top of the other. Sit up nice and tall, and if it's available to you, feel free to fold over the legs. Don't be surprised if this side is different than the other. Each side is going to have its own story, is going to feel a little bit different. Inhale, come back up to vertical. Exhale, release the legs, bring them about the width of the mat apart, and windshield wiper from side to side. Extend those legs out, give them a nice shake, and we'll come into Jahn Shirshasana. You can use a prop here if you'd like, sitting on a pillow or on a block, and I'll show that today. So coming into your Jahn Shirshasana, sitting up nice and tall. Again, you can use a strap or a towel, and here comes my towel just to show you what it would look like. Nice long spine if you have lower back issues. If your back is healthy, feel free to fold over the leg and hold on to what you can. Your shin bone, your calves, your ankles, your toes. But be mindful here that the shoulders stay parallel to the ground. This is the best way to target the low back. Inhale, lift the head, coming up to vertical. Exhale where you need to, release that leg out, and we'll switch to the other side right away. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, a little twist and fold over the straight leg. Nice, gentle breath, letting yourself release into the stretch. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Straighten out that leg, and then gently move the prop out from underneath you. Bring your feet flat onto the mat and scooch forward. You want to have enough space behind you so your head is still on the mat. Roll down through the spine and lay flat on your back. Bring your heels in so that they're pretty close to your sit bones. They don't have to touch. There should be space between your feet as well, about a fist width. Moving into bridge pose, press down through the feet, tuck the pelvis, and roll up onto your shoulders. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath, interlace the fingers, and make sure your legs stay parallel. On your exhale, release the hands, untuck the shoulders, and roll down through the spine. Moving through another round of bridge, or feel free to do wheel if you practice that. Inhale, tuck the pelvis, roll up onto the shoulders, tuck the shoulder blades underneath, and interlace the fingers. If your fingers don't reach, don't worry about it. Just press your hands down into the mat. Gently release the hands, untuck the shoulders, and roll down through the spine. Good. From here, pull the thighs in towards the chest. We'll just give a little rest to the back. You can rock from side to side if you'd like. Bring the feet flat. Now, if you have a prop, get a book, a pillow, whatever, and slide it right underneath your hips. If you have a block, you can go low level or medium level. I don't suggest the high one. It gets a little shaky, especially if you have a foam block. Arms down by your sides. We're going to take the legs up in the air in a moment. But for now, just feel the opening in the lower back, and maybe you might feel it in the front of the hips as well. And now for that great moment of lifting the legs straight up into the air. Now don't worry about if the knees are totally straight. They can be bent. You just want to avoid having the feet come up over your face or your chest. Keep the feet over your hips. You'll know if your legs are too far if the block starts to roll out from underneath you. Your hips should be pretty heavy on that block. Feel free to play with your legs up in the air. I like to wiggle my feet. I play with my rotation. I'm a dancer, so I do some pliés sometimes. I point my feet, shake them out, whatever you would like to do. Just enjoy having the legs up in the air. Very gently bring the feet back down to bridge. And we're going to stay in bridge for a few breaths. Now gently lift the hips off the block or pillow or whatever's under your hips and move it out of the way, and gently roll down through the spine. Hug your knees into your chest again and give a gentle rock from side to side. Arms come out to your side to a T, feet flat. Take that right leg and you're going to cross it over your left. No space between. And then let the legs gently lower to the left side of your body. If this is too much on your joints, on your knee joint, then you can simply stack the legs and pull the thighs up to your chest. But having the legs crossed like this helps to open up the IT band and the outer hip. On your inhale, come back up through vertical, uncross the legs, and recross the other leg. Again, no space between the legs. Gently lower the legs to the right side of your body. Head rotates away. And again, feel free to stack the legs if that feels better for you. Inhale, come back up through vertical. Open the legs to bound angle pose or butterfly, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. You can place your hands on your inner thighs, on your belly, on your heart in your belly, or out to the side palms up. You can start to close the eyes here. Allow yourself to relax. Take in all the benefits of the yoga practice. Maybe take a sigh of relief that we're finally getting to Savasana, the part that we all came for. Go ahead and extend the legs on your own time. Make yourself comfy. If you want to slide pillows under your knees, if you want to put a blanket over you, put socks on, whatever you need to do to keep yourself warm and comfy. Let your eyes close if they're not already. Let your body feel heavy and take rest. I'll let you know when it's time to get up. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles, gently waking up the arms and the legs. Extend the arms up by your ears and give yourself a nice long stretch from fingers to toes. Hug the knees in towards your chest, holding on to the shin bones, and gently rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side, resting here. Use your arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. You can sit on a prop if you'd like. Once you're comfortable, bring your hands to your heart and let your eyes close. Take a moment to give gratitude for this practice, for each breath that you take, and whatever else makes you happy. May you be safe and protected from harm. May you be happy with peace in your heart. May you be healthy, able, and strong. May you go easy through sunshine or rain. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. If you liked my class, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at holly.r.jan.yoga. Be well. See you next time.